Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WFO Racing Network. And you got Vernon. I'm not in a booth. I'm doing something different. So we'll wait till somebody gets connected, or maybe a couple people get connected here, but I'll pull it up on my phone so I can see it. That way you know what I'm doing here. I gotta find YouTube. I don't know where the YouTube's at on my phone. All right, I have found it now. I'm the only one tuned in, but I'm sure if it goes live on the other end, you guys will see what I'm doing. It's late, and I'm not going to stream this long, so tune in now. I'm not in Discord, though. I'm not going to, because I am going to go ahead and pull up the specs of my PC here. So if the video gets jumpy, you're going to know exactly why. I figured, heck with it. If I'm going to do an old game like NASCAR Racing 2003, I'm going to use the oldest damn computer I can find for it, right? 16 gigs of RAM, which isn't too bad. AMD Phenom 2 x6 1100T processor here. A 6 gig NVIDIA GeForce GTX Titan graphics card, 585 gigs of storage. This thing is nostalgic and it's retro, and it's absolutely perfect for my NASCAR Racing 2003 game. If you wonder what wheel I'm using, it is the Moza. Let me pull that up real quick for you so you know. There's the Moza racing software right there. You can see our pedals and stuff are hooked up and working, and you'll see they're going to work inside of NASCAR Racing 2003. So this is just the normal setup on Windows 10. Nothing special about it. We'll minimize that to the tray here. I'm going to go ahead and open up NASCAR Racing 2003. I'm going to double click that. And we're going to go ahead and go into it here. Now, I'm going to show you, if you download the regular NASCAR Racing 2003, this is what you're going to have right here. It's going to look just like this. So if you look at Active Series at the bottom, these are mods that I have added in. So if I click one over, that's the CWS 2015 mod, which is basically the trucks. So the more current trucks are on here. One more is going to be the 2015 Cup, and what I think this is the 2015 trucks, but on the Cup chassis from 2003. Then when you get into the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series 2019, this is going to be your current Cup cars right here. And the one that the league I'm racing in actually uses is the CTS, which is right here. So one more is going to be a retro, and it's called the Aero 88, which is the 1988 race cars. And that's the mods that I have on it. I'm going to go to the CWS 2015 Cup right here. And I'm going to look at the opponent manager. Let's go back one. We'll look at player info. Look how good these trucks look on this old game. This is a mod, but look how good these things look, right? I mean, for a game that's 24 years old, just take a look at this. You got paints on them similar to what you would have on iRacing, right? And this is the League and NASCAR Racing 2003. These are the guys' truck files that I'm racing against. So you can take some of these, look at some of these paints. They really, really good looking trucks here. I just downloaded the mod, so I don't have a truck. I'm going to have to steal someone else's to turn some laps here, but we're going to do it anyway. And I want to show you what it's like to get behind the wheel in NASCAR Racing 2003 here in 2026. Let's find a truck I want to drive. There's no number 14. I'm going to fill that slot in, right? We got to find a Chevy. We can't drive a Ford. Midnight Moon. A lot of Fords in here. There's a Toyota. Oh, look, an Alienware truck. That's actually a Dodge Ram. I think there might even be a Cadillac in here. I'm not kidding you. I think one of these has got a Cadillac front end. We'll use this one just for testing. Or we'll use whatever it puts me in. Let me go into a testing session here. But we'll go back. I'll show you kind of how to set up the wheel and stuff. So if you go to options right here, here's test. Go to the left side. You got testing, single race, championship, multiplayer, exit. If you go to multiplayer now, if you have the IP address that you want to connect to for a race, you can put it in here. Or you can actually, you can't host anymore because these servers aren't live, right? But you can still connect by IP. There's also an app called Race LM Arena, which allows you to connect to certain leagues directly and race on them. So we'll get out of that. We'll go over here. You got driving lessons, player info, where we was just at showing the cars. If you go to options right here, this is where you set up your controls. So you can see I have my force feedback. I'm actually going to bump that up a hair. So we'll put it at 32 now. It's 100% in the Moza software. So you got driving aids, kind of like iRacing, right? This is iRacing 1.0. So this is how iRacing started. iRacing actually used NASCAR Racing 2003 and built off of it. And that's how iRacing started. And the proof to that isn't so much what you're going to see here as much as what you're going to see when I get in the truck here. So if you're setting your steering up, you click that, turn the wheel a little to the left, it'll detect it, your throttle, your brake the same way. And this old game literally set up a Moza direct drive wheel. And the wheel actually works really good in it, which is kind of surprising, right? If you click advanced right here, this is pretty cool. You got power steering. You can do stuff with throttle and brake, your steering linearity, all of that in here. Boost steering at low speeds, all of it. So stuff to kind of help you out. This is a tough game to drive when you first download it. Because of modern computers, you can pretty much just max out all your... And we're not going low. You just max out everything. Just check everything on and max it out, right? Because you're using a modern system on a more older game. But I just happen to think about it. I better turn that down to medium because I'm not on a modern system. I'm on an old system. So that might not be good. Let's click done here. And let's go ahead and go into a testing session. That way I can get inside the truck and then get out of it and let you see the truck and a lap around here. So go on board with me for a lap real quick. And I can't believe we don't have anyone tuned into this. You wonder where WFO's at, and he's sitting here on a game from 2023. And when you look at the onboard here, you're probably going to wish that you were sitting on the game. I'm just going to get out here and turn a lap. 5, I don't know yet. You can see it's very similar to iRacing when you look at it over it's very similar to what you see on iRacing, especially around Dover. Listen close, you can hear the tires. And the tire wear is real. So you can burn the tires off in this game too. And you got to remember, this is before they had the dynamic tire model. So a lot of people think iRacing's come real far, and then when you back up and you get on a game like this and you start downloading some of the mods, you'll realize that maybe it didn't go as far as one thinks it did. Get around here just as good as you can in iRacing. The Mosin direct drive's working really good. This setup could probably use a little more gear in it. Let the motor turn up a few more RPMs. But I think they kind of want to mimic the new trucks. Because we all know they're dogs, right? So I think it's probably set up this way to mimic that. But you can see that it's very similar to turning laps on iRacing right here. And I'll go over a little bit about how to install it, where to get mods at. I would think most of your modern wheels are going to work on here, even your direct drives, guys and gals. I know the league that I'm racing in is called Primetime Racing League, and they are looking for drivers. So if any of you from WFO want to trek over and get with me on Discord, I will help you get set up and I'll practice with you. And we'll see what kind of mess we create over there. There's a good group of guys that I found over at Prime Time, and it's going to be fun to be a driver and not a league runner for a little bit. So that's what this is about. It's about me stepping out of iRacing for a little while and just trying some other stuff out. I'm not going away, as you can see. And I'm certainly not leaving sim racing. In fact, as a driver, I'm probably going to be more involved with it now than I have been in a long time. But it is on my terms, and it's on NASCAR Racing 2003. I am so glad, I mean so glad, that I decided to go ahead and step away from iRacing to give this a shot again. I knew there was mods, but I didn't realize the mods were this good. And they are. You can see the mirrors work real good in it. The gauges look fantastic. The steering wheel looks good. You see, I'm not having any problem wheeling it around Dover here. Of course, I don't on iRacing either, so this truck's driving fantastic. If you look at the lap times and go compare them to iRacing, these might even be a little bit better. A little better than that. The cool thing is, I'll show you some of the mod tracks so you can see that they look a little more recent, right? You might say, well, Dover's missing this and this, but I'll tell you what, for a game made 24 years ago, this is one of the original tracks and it still looks great. We're going to get out of the car, though. If you have questions, you can go ahead and put it in the chat. That's what I'm here for tonight. I'll go over a little bit of WFO stuff with you too, what I think, and part of why I stepped away, things like that. If you guys really want to know the truth behind it, I'm here to tell you. I'm going to go back and show you the Cup car now, though. So let's back up a little bit. Let's go into a testing session with the Cup car. We'll just stay at Dover. This one I don't think I have a setup for, though. Let me go to the garage real quick. Yeah, we don't have a setup for this one, so we'll probably be in third gear around here. We'll see. We'll give it a shot. But it allows you to see the cup car. I think the truck looks a little bit better, honestly. But the cup car isn't bad either. And when you look at the outside of it, you'll see what I'm talking about. I think this is probably the Monster Energy cup car. I have my cup car on here, but I didn't load it in. Yeah, we're going to be third gear around here. This thing's really tight. I mean, really, really tight. I have to build a setup or find one for this track, because this is awful. We'll see what our lap times are. I imagine the truck's going to be a lot faster and turn really good. There were setups for that. Yeah, the truck was 3 seconds a lap faster. Give you guys an idea. You can see that we're in third gear. We're slowing way down. Things pushing like a dump truck. But I give you a few laps so you can take a look at the car here and tell me what you think about it. And then I'll show you my paint job and my car for it. Of course, I put it in Discord, but it looks better when it's under the lights. There's still active leagues over here. A lot of online racing happening, so you can race about any night of week on NASCAR Racing 2003. And you got guys on here that have been sim racing as many years as I have, and a lot of them have just stayed on this. They haven't went to iRacing. You got some that have went to iRacing and actually come back to NR 2003. I guess that's what I am, because I raced it years ago, but when iRacing invited me to come over in 2008 to Beta, I went to iRacing. If you have a Moza wheel and want to try this, though, you will need a... Well, let me go back a little bit. You're going to need TeamSpeak instead of Discord, because most of your 2003 league is TeamSpeak. And they do that because they can run overlays from this game in TeamSpeak. And in Discord, they can't do that, so that's why they use TeamSpeak. But to get a Moza and some of the modern wheels to work on TeamSpeak now, you'll have to have an app like SimHub to map a button on your wheel to a button on your keyboard. And that way your push-to-talk will actually work in TeamSpeak. Because nobody wants to be the guy that hotlines. I did that the other night in a league race, I think it was Saturday night. And them guys said I worked my poor wheel to death in that race. I think I finished 7th. It was at Primetime Super Speedway. We're going to load that up because that's a beautiful super speedway. And that's one of the mod tracks here on NASCAR Racing 2003. We'll get out so we can take a look at the car around the track here. We get out, you can take a look at the replay of it. And if you hit the space bar, you can clear it out. So there you go. That's the Monster Energy Cup car right there. Thing looks pretty good. If you don't see similarities, you will in a minute. Just hang tight. WFO has got you on this one. All right, so let's switch tracks here. Let's go to one of the new ones. Oh, where is Primetime? Right there. Continue. All right, this will give you a look at this track. This is one of the newer modded tracks, and I really like this place. We ran here Saturday night. Yeah, I can get onto the track early without going to the accelerator, and it won't black track me, so that's nice too. One thing you do have to get used to on here, though, this is funny, but it's not funny. You cannot go through cars on pit road on this game. So when you get on pit road and go to your pit stall, don't try to go through a car, or you're going to run into a wreck. And they're going to be pissed off, trust me. I did it. So ghosting of cars on pit road started with iRacing. Any sim before that, you could not ghost cars on pit road. But this is a modded, updated track right here. And I believe it's an updated version of Talladega, if I'm not mistaken. This is Prime Time Super Speedway. I'll be honest with you guys, it looks really good. But this is a plate track like Talladega or Daytona. So it is a drafting track. That's why I'm not running 210 miles an hour right here. We were 3 wide here quite a bit Saturday night. Track put on a really good race. I think we had about 20 people in the server Saturday night, which was pretty cool. I think that this is clearly the same setup we had at Dover, but it's built more for the big track here. And you can tell that it's a restrictor plate track because we're not getting any RPMs out of it. But when you're drafting, you'll be over 200 miles an hour on the straightaway. It's a lot of fun. The car can be fun to hold on to, though. We'll get out and I'll let you take a look at this one. Then I'm going to show you what I think is the updated Daytona track. All right, so that's enough to give you a little camera view to see what it looks like from this angle, and we can switch camera angles too. We're going to do spectator. So that should look familiar for you on camera controls, right? If you're used to iRacing and you're on iRacing, this will look very familiar to you. Because this is where iRacing got it from. Because iRacing started from the Papyrus Sims. Pit lane camera 1 and 2. Cockpit view. Chase. Car chase. Rear chase. Front. Rear. Left side. Right side. Helicopter. TV1. TV2. Spectator. So we go back over it. So that's your camera angles. I think you can add on packs on this one too. I haven't put the camera hack on it yet, but I think you can do that. Let's go to Daytona, the updated one. We'll back it up a little bit. We'll go to testing. Let's try Daytona TR version 1.4. Let's see what it is. I haven't been on it yet, so I don't know. Make a couple laps and check the place out, though. House spinner out. If you don't like driving the Cup car on iRacing, you're going to love driving it here I haven't downloaded a lot of track mods yet, but I will, because a lot of tracks that didn't exist in 2003 that exist now, there are modded versions like this. This is not the Daytona that come with the 2003 sim. This is a modded Daytona, and man, it does look good. So you can see that right here. I got realistic weather. There's a way you can set it up. I think it's under options. I don't know. Somewhere in here. I'm wondering if you can make it a night race. Maybe. I don't know. We're going to back out of that for a minute. We'll take a look at the tracks here. You got Atlanta, Bristol, Bristol Night, California, Chicagoland, Coca-Cola, Darlington, Daytona, Daytona Night, Daytona TRV 1.4, Dover, Homestead, Indianapolis, Infineon, Kansas, Las Vegas, Lowe's Night, Martinsville, Michigan, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Phoenix, Pocono, Prime Time, Richmond Night, Talladega, Texas, and Watkins Glen. So Prime Time is a mod that I've added, and Daytona TR version 1.4 is another mod that I've added. So those are the two mods I've added to it. I haven't added any other track mods yet, but I will. That's because I just put all this over on my... dang... whatever this computer is here. Phenom 2x6 1100T. You want to talk about an old CPU and processor from early 2000s? Here you go. That 1100T come out probably right around the 2000 mark. Well, it'd be later, 2010 probably, 9 or 10, somewhere in there. The memory is it's DDR3 memory, and it's got a GTX Titan in it, if anyone remembers what those graphics cards were. But it works real good here. You do have the replay studio, so if you save your replays, this is where it's going to be. Kind of like iRacing, right? They got all that from somewhere, guys and gals, because the people behind iRacing are the same guys that designed the NASCAR racing games for Papyrus. The 2003 season was the last game that they built for Papyrus. So this was the last one. And quite honestly, a lot of people didn't want to get off of it. So this is what happened. They just kept doing it, and they started creating mods for it. And 24 years later, 25 years later, the game's still going on, right? Obviously, because I found my way back over here. So this is what I've been working on. Why the season's been over and I haven't been on iRacing. It does suck that I can't use my MetaQuest on it, but I'll get over it and I'll go back to triple screens. That's just how it's going to work. It's up to you guys if you want to see tutorials on any of this. And not really a tutorial. I'll just go through and show you where to download it, how to download it, what to install, the no CD patch, the key code you can use. It'll work on everything. Anytime you install it, the key code will just work. But you install the game, you install a patch, so like an update for it, and then you put the no CD thing in, and that's it to get the game running like this with the NASCAR Cup. Here's what it looks like in the Cup car. We'll switch from Daytona, and let's go to a track that it'll come with. So let's go, let's try something here. Richmond Night. So this would come on the game, and this would be the Cup car right here. It still looks good. Oh, I didn't load a setup in. This will have a setup. This is actually the hardest car on this game to drive, believe it or not. This thing likes to spin out. Alright, we got a load of setup. This thing's like a belt trying to push it. Richmond looks really good though. Let's go ahead and go to garage. I'm going to load qualify for that. I'm going to load fast. Load fast. This is going to free the car up quite a bit, I'm sure. It's going to make it feel better, but probably make it a little more unstable. Yeah, it's definitely looser. Including the one I raced in that runs this car. So you can definitely find races in this car still. But this is the most difficult car to drive on NASCAR Racing 2003. The mods are actually easier this one. Richmond's not too bad, but you'll go to some tracks where you drive off in the corner and this thing will just unload on you. Just like Richmond, it feels like you're turning left the whole way around. I'm using brake, but I'm not getting on it real hard to get into the corner. So it'll force you to check up early and be on your marks. Second lap time, so that's probably not bad average. All right, so now take a look at this so you can see the actual Cup car on the sim. So this is the original Cup car, and the Papyrus car is the car that you got to drive when you bought the game. So this would have been your hot rod. I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. Looks like an old bump stop car, right? You guys can chat. Let me know if you're watching or not. I'm watching the chat too while I'm doing this stuff. If you have any questions or anything, put it in there. It's a lot different look than what it used to be, right? The only thing different is the UI or the interface. I won't say UI, I'll say lack thereof a UI, right? Because there's not a UI, it's just a game. You go into the game. But if any of you have NASCAR 25, I think you'll like this one better. I really do. These were better games. The Papyrus Sims, even all the way back to the original NASCAR Racing, then NASCAR Racing 2, NASCAR Racing 1999 edition, NASCAR Racing 3, NASCAR Racing 4. NASCAR Racing 2002 and 2003. When you go into these games, they were all better than, in my opinion, they were all better than the NASCAR 25 stuff. I don't like that at all and how it's set up. I have it, and I don't like it. It's hard to set your will up on it. And that was one of the things that really pissed me off about it. It was hard to set your will up. I figured that honestly, when I come back, I figured my Moza direct drive wouldn't work on here at all. And I'll be damned if it works, because it does. And this one, let me get back to it. This one's been my favorite one to test in. I'll try it at Richmond. I think I have a setup for it anyway. Yep, we got setup loaded for it, so we'll try it out. This one, they say, could be a handful like the regular Cup car on here, and I'd say it's because it's based off that chassis. I mean, it's obviously a newer truck, but it's based off that chassis. They have another truck mod that's just a newer truck and probably a newer chassis built for it. But this is what the guys in the league like to race, and it's probably because it's based off that Cup chassis. It's a lot more fun to drive. It's just not as stable. Yeah, we're going to spin it now. You hear them tires break loose, you ain't saving this thing. You'll wreck it. That's a fact. All right, so there's your preview. That's what I wanted to let you look at on NR2003. If you like it and you think you might want to try it, let me know and I'll help you out. As much as I can, believe me, I forgot a lot over the years and I've used a lot of help to get it going to where I'm at now. But there's a look at the truck. You can look at it and see that it just looks good, right? For a game from, 25 years old, I'd say that truck looks damn good on there. It's even got a chrome grille in it. Even Nation 01's going to approve of that, and I'm not a kid. We'll see a big gas tank sticking out underneath of it, though. That seems kind of odd. So this is what you get with NASCAR Racing 2003. Some of what you get. There's more mods than this, obviously. You just have to pick. Oh, did you see the smoke too when I got loose there? That was real. I didn't make that up. The sim didn't either. So That's a actual thing from here. We had smoke on this one too. You'd get debris on your windshield as well, so none of that changes. But really, still a cool game in 2026. And I ran the Primetime Speedway on Saturday night. I was going to stream it, but honestly, I couldn't get my push to talk to work, and therefore I didn't want to even attempt to stream it, right? I mean, if not, then they would have heard everything I was telling you. And likewise, you would have heard everything going on in there. So it's better when you're in a big group of people like that to not do that when the guys are trying to admin and run a race. And I know exactly how that feels, and hot micing and that kind of stuff is not cool. So I didn't want to be the guy that was hot micing, but turns out I was the guy that hot mic'd the entire race, and them guys, when it was over, they're like, man, you worked the hell out of that wheel. And I did, because I didn't know how to do the settings in here. And every time I come off the corner, this thing would just yank left like it wasn't nobody's business, man. And it was everything I could do if I was in the middle or top lane to keep from wrecking somebody. It was just everything I do. So wonder what it's like if we go into a race here. Let's go into a single race. And this is just going to be against the AI, right? Oh, can we turn them some bitches up? Computer opponents, 79%. How do I turn them up? I don't know. It's not letting me do it. We'll give them adaptive speed control. We'll try that. That's what we'll do. We'll just give it adaptive speed control and we'll see how it is. I've had enough practice here, so let's go ahead and skip that. We'll accelerate it. We'll go ahead and try to qualify, though. Go ahead and heat the tires up there, smoke them off. Oh, I didn't check my setup. Out of habit, I'm just going to drive around here to the back stretch,
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Looks a lot like Dover, a concrete jungle.
One more lap.
Oh, hit the wall. I think I got the damage on either off or moderate. So a little scrape on the wall front of this race. Alright, let's see if we get some good lap in here.
The checkered flag.
39. Oh, there she goes. It kicked me right out of there. It kicked my ass right out. All right, we'll accelerate happy hour. Click continue, and we're in race mode. I hope it loaded other trucks. I don't want to be in here by myself.
To your cars.
Drivers, start your engines!
I forgot to load the field. Look at the pace truck, though. Yeah, we ain't got no cool pace trucks like that on iRacing, right? And that's newer than a 2003.
Get ready now.
Silverado,
Going green.
I believe. Oh, you can hit the
Pit cars
pace
in.
truck. Did you see that shit? Holy
Green
shit.
flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
I I hit the pace truck and almost spun it out. On iRacing, it just goes through it. I'm not going to keep going though because it kind of sucks that none of the cars loaded into the session. I have to select the field to come in here. It's probably because this is a mod and it's not AI and you got to select cars to go. So we're going to retire. I retired from that. I got cruise to victory because nobody else was in. All right. I don't know how to fix that. Roster server car. That's the problem. I probably have to import the roster in here because it won't let me change it. You can go in arcade mode too on your driving mode. That'll let you drive. I think you can drive outside of the car. Let's see. I don't remember how to do it, damn it. All right, we'll go F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. Does this look familiar? F6, F7, F8, F9. All right. There's a way to change the camera views. Shift F12. I don't know. It's been so damn long. I don't remember how to do it. I have to figure it out. I'll get out of the car though and go back because I'm kind of tired now. But I did want to show you guys a little bit of a breakdown here. Maybe I'll pull up one of the league races when I get into the next one and live stream it and chat with you guys. But I need to get a couple other monitors and do a triple setup on this rig. And once I got the triple setup in, it's a little bit different. You can't just go in and set your resolution. Maybe you can. You can probably go into right here, configure your 3D graphics and do it. Allow access. All right, you see I'm DirectX D3D, NVIDIA GeForce GTX Titan 1920 1080 32. So I'm going to exit out of that. We don't need to make changes to it anyway. And there we go. Looks like I had 36 views. So if you have any questions on this NASCAR Racing 2003, get on the WFO Discord and ask me. Or ask in the chat before I close this stream out. If you want me to talk to you a couple of minutes about iRacing and why I'm not there and why I needed a break, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I've spent, 18 years on iRacing, and I'm not making that up. You can look at my account. I've been on there 18 freaking years. From beta all the way till now. WFO went 17 straight seasons without a break, right? So from 2000 and early 2018 because I started working on the league in 2017 with Hal. So in early 2018, we started season 1. And we continued that until a few weeks ago when we ended season 17. Is the league finished? No. It will come back in one form or another. Uh, will it be iRacing? That's yet to be determined on if I do that. Or if I really start liking what I'm doing over here and I actually flip over to it. But I don't think I want to own a league on there, honestly. I think that if we come back on WFO, it will be on iRacing. What direction it'll be, I don't know yet. Maybe Cup Series. We'll see. I kind of like the Cup cars over here, but I think it's because it's still got the 4-speed transmission and not the new crap on iRacing, right? So I don't know. I'm burnt out on iRacing. I've been doing it so many years, and this presented a brand new set of challenges for me. It allowed me to dig through hardware and find my oldest PC that was capable of running this and just set it up and hook it to the rig and run it, right? So this thing's getting a workout and I'm having fun doing it. The Moza wheel's working great on it. The mods so far have been superb. I like them. And there's a good group of guys that I met over here, and I'm gonna enjoy racing a few seasons with them. But maybe some of them will want to come over to WFO and iRacing. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see where it heads in the future, but it'll be back. I'd like to run it another 2 or 3 seasons, right? But Macaulay's got the Thunder Road Racing League going on Tuesday and Wednesday night. You can join him. And I think Garrett Helmlinger and TJ might have done something too. And they have something going on over there at Garrett's League. And I think that might be a Monday night thing. So for any drivers that think you might be misplaced from WFO, there's plenty of places for you to go, right? You're not misplaced. There's plenty of places out there, plenty of leagues that are running. Or if you want to come over to the dark side, you can follow Vern right over here to Primetime Racing League on NASCAR Racing 2003. You'll have to download TeamSpeak. I haven't used this since 2015, but I got it working now. I'll show you how it works, though, if you're not familiar with it and haven't used it, right? So you download the TeamSpeak app. It's going to take a minute to open up. But when it opens up, this is the updated version. It used to just be a little white box. So that VS32 right there, that is the Primetime Racing League channel. If I click it, it'll go into there, but it'll put me right in voice chat. And since I'm doing this stream here on the WFO channel, I don't want to do that, right? I would much rather not connect in there because I'd almost bet you there's guys in there right now. They might be racing on Monday night too. They're finishing some active seasons up, and I really didn't want to jump in there and mess those guys up. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do that. I think my iRacing's still active too. Let's pull up the UI. I canceled it, but the subscription I don't think runs out until October maybe. And I don't know if you guys know it, but there's going to be a price increase on this thing. I'm not logged in. To hell with it. I'm not doing it either. That's just how it goes. If I'm not logged in and I'm not doing it. That's a fact. I'm not worried about it. I don't even have it on my other machines anymore. So this was one of my other hard drives that I threw in here that already had iRacing on it. So it wasn't initially set up for this old machine, but it's on it now. And mostly I did that because I have the drivers for my Moza wheel. I'm surprised MetaQuest isn't on here, but it's not. I can't use the MetaQuest VR. I mean, there's workarounds, but I'm pretty sure if anybody attempted it, they would puke all over their racing rig and they wouldn't want to do it again. Therefore, I have a Samsung 28-inch curve screen, and I'm going to add a couple more of these things into a triple screen setup, and that is going to be my racing setup for NASCAR Racing 2003. It's going to be triple screens, and that's how I'm going to do it. But that's going to do it for the stream. I appreciate all of you that tuned in. I hope you enjoyed the NR2003 content. And you may see some stuff come up in the future. If you want to watch it, tune in. If you want to learn more about it. If you don't tune in, right? I may throw a race or two up. If I do, I'm going to wait till after the race. Go ahead and save the replay and do it that way, because I think it'd be a lot more fun to put overlays with it. And that'll give me a chance to practice on the NASCAR Racing 2003 broadcasting. And maybe I'll bring a broadcaster to live. One broadcaster, maybe two, live on the WFO Racing Network. I think that would be something that I kind of look forward to doing in the future. And then you'll get to see what a race looks like, right? With real drivers. So kind of like an iRacing race, but on a completely different sim and level. Other than that, I didn't see any questions in the chat, so I'm gonna close her down. I'm gonna head to bed. It's 10:54 and I'm tired. So I'm going to shut this one down. Thank you guys that have tuned in, guys and gals, and stay tuned, because it's not the end of the WFO Racing Network, and it's certainly not the end of the WFO Racing League. So be patient, and Vern will be back when he can, right? That's all I'm going to say. So thank you for tuning in, and you guys have a good night.